Gentlemen, welcome to the eSports Report. I'm Chris Puckett, joined at the desk by Mr. Solid Jake.
It's great to be here, man.
Jake, how you doing?
Yeah, awesome. We have some exciting news with Smash, so I'm pumped.
Yeah, you are kind of our in-house Smash expert. Would you say you're the best player in the office when it
Hands
comes to
down,
Smash?
Easily. That's not that hard to accomplish, really.
Any good competition here in the office?
In the office, I don't know. Hamilton's all right. I'll give him some credit.
Rob One Ham throws it down.
Ham, yep.
He's pretty crappy, to be honest. My Pikachu
Yeah.
is so powerful, though. All right, Smash Brothers, big news. It's back. Super Smash Brothers Melee is going to be at the Anaheim Pro Circuit. In fact, we announced all 3 games that are confirmed. Adam Apicella has been tweeting that more titles are still coming, but these 3 have been confirmed. We have STARCRAFT 2, Heart of the Swarm, Call of Duty Ghost, and Super Smash Brothers Melee. Melee has a lot of people, though, super excited, and this is a game that's been around for coming up on 10 years now. People still playing it all over the world, all over the U.S. especially, and most recently we saw Apex. Is that the last major tournament?
Apex was the last big event, here in the United States or even globally.
So Apex went down. Who came out of that one?
Dr. Peepee ended up winning the event. A lot of people consider that an upset, but he's very good. I mean, he finished second place, I believe, the last 2 Apexes prior to that. But Mewtwo King, Mango, they were all there. All the top players were.
They were there attending.
Yeah, they were there.
But Dr. Peepee was crowned champion.
He took it home, yep.
Is he the favorite coming into MLG Anaheim now? Because I know that Apex tournament was here in New Jersey, but there's going to be a lot more people on the West Coast, I have a feeling, for Anaheim.
Absolutely. I mean, Team Liquid just announced they brought on Ken. So now we have Ken and Korean DJ coming on in Liquid, and so they're going to be there in full force. And Mewtwo King, Mango, a lot of the top players are really definitely contenders for winning the event.
Let's go over that last point one more time. You just said that Team Liquid, a team that has been around for all different PC titles, especially had a large StarCraft team that we saw for a while.
Yep.
Now they have Ken and Korean DJ?
Correct, yep.
And how did they decide on these players? Do you have any idea, any insight? I know you're friends with some of the guys over at the Liquid office.
Yeah, a lot of the Liquid guys were chatting with myself and Adam Apicella in Prague as to, they watched the documentary and essentially they fell in love with the community. They said it reminded them of Brood War, and it felt at home to them. So they started reaching out, and they were really set on bringing somebody on from the documentary because it really hit home for them. So Ken and Korean DJ made a lot of sense. They're both still really good players. I mean, I think they both have a lot of potential, and they're active and they're from the documentary. So,
well, we know they're going to be at Anaheim, and you guys can be headed to Anaheim. Passes are now on sale right now for Call of Duty. Go to mlg.tv/store. At 5 o'clock, we'll be releasing the StarCraft 2 passes. And if you want to go compete in Super Smash Brothers Melee, make sure you get your pass 6 p.m. Eastern. We've got those spread out for you guys. Once again, Call of Duty team passes are on sale, available right now. Go pick those up. 5 o'clock StarCraft, 6 Melee. So pretty good stuff here. Lots of passes. In fact, 750 player open bracket minimum is what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
Up to 1,024. And I hear the Smash community wants to smash this bracket, get it completely sold out.
It's going to be interesting to see how big it is. I mean, 1,024 is insane, but they're determined. I've heard a lot of people say we're going to make it happen. So it'll be cool to see how big the event really is.
So we have some players already kind of talking in social media, on some of the forums as well, about attending this event. We already kind of covered Korean DJ and Ken, who will definitely be coming over to represent Liquid. Who are some of the other major names that you're looking out for?
Armada, who's a retired European player from Sweden, has pretty much said he's coming back to play singles again for MLG, which is pretty huge. He's already said his flight's booked, like he's good to go. Mewtwo King, Dr. Peepee, Mango, all the big names will be there. Hungry Box, I mean, Mewtwo King's actually already confirmed to be in the pro side of things. He doesn't even know that yet.
He doesn't even know it.
He doesn't know that yet, but he won Shuffle, and that was one of our qualifiers, which we hinted at that it was going to be part of the Anaheim qualification process, but
it wasn't official quite at that point.
It is now. It is now.
It is
so
now
Mewtwo
official.
King, since he did win Shuffle 5, he is confirmed to be already in the pro bracket.
Now, speaking of the qualifiers, we haven't really given too much information on this. I know you're working very closely with our commissioner. When can we expect those details to come out? Do you have a date?
I'm really hoping for tonight, to be honest. But at the very least, it'll be tomorrow.
All right. Well, guys, if we miss it tonight, I'll make sure we cover it tomorrow on the ESR Daily Update. Make sure you guys get all the news that you need. Jake will be joining me once again. But we should talk a little bit more about this guy who was a legend. Back when I was commentating Halo, he would get the crowd so loud on the other side of the room. Liquid Ken. Ken now signed up after, of course, his days playing on the 2006 Pro Circuit. He went on Survivor, made a bigger name for himself there. He seems like a very interesting personality. What can you tell me about this guy?
I mean, Ken's all over the place. He plays a lot of StarCraft 2. He plays a lot of Dota 2. He's actually, I think he's Masters in StarCraft 2. I don't know how high ranked he is in Dota 2, but he's very talented in general. And like you said, he was on Survivor. He started his own food truck for a while. And nowadays, he's playing a lot of Melee.
He's gaming.
Yeah.
Gaming hard, getting ready for that tournament. If you guys missed any of the news yesterday about the prize money that'll be up for Smash Brothers, it's $15,000. Do you have more details on the breakdown of that?
I think we do have the breakdown. It's going to be. Do we have the graphic? Well, we should.
You prepared our graphics.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh, that's
one graphic. There it is.
That's
some
good
of
enough.
the stuff going down at the Smash tournament. 750 player open bracket, a champ bracket as well, with those grassroots qualifiers that have already started seeding the champ bracket. Exhibition crew battles going down.
Yep.
Some young versus old. New versus old? How would you phrase this exhibition that you want to have?
Yeah, the old school, I think
old school, new school?
Prague likes to say the old guard versus the new blood. Something like that. And I think it'd be really cool just to have that kind of old school versus new school crew battle kind of effect. And we also want to have doubles as well. That's not on that graphic, but we will be hosting doubles just to make sure people understand that. Doubles will likely be Sunday only at the event, but we do intend to run them.
Very cool. So I know you are very involved in all of the planning,
Yep.
Jake, so I love getting the news. Hopefully we don't say anything that has not been officially announced. If not, we're announcing it now. But we have a show from Ken. In fact, this is an amazing video that I reached out to Prague on Twitter. I said, can you send me some epic gameplay from Ken back in the day? He actually found the 2006 Anaheim Championship when he was going up against PC Chris. We have the video for you guys. And afterwards, I kind of want you to break it down for me, looking back at it now 8 years later, and kind of what were his strengths back then, and does he have any weaknesses displayed in this gameplay that some of the new guard, what is it, new blood? Some of the new blood could be going after. Let's take a look at that vid.
They might go wild. Oh, wait. We're on the West Coast. Not going that wild. This is East Coast.
All right. Now, this stage, Ken dominated PC Chris on. Wow, some great chain throws from Ken.
Oh, wow. I think Ken's made it apparent what he plans to do from here on out. He's going to strictly play to win, play by the book, He's going to take advantage of every tactic that Marf has and just abuse it. It's going to be hard for PC to beat that kind of strategy. He's only got to do it once, though.
Now, this stage is a little bit different from what you usually see during competitive play. It's not a static stage. The platforms are going to constantly be changing, and there are not edges on this stage to grab onto. So that is going to hurt the recovery of both characters, but particularly Falco, who's got a really...
Did you see the camera right there?
Who's got a particularly short recovery.
Wow. What a first start of the match. Both characters over 150%.
Ken's spacing not quite as perfect as it was the last time he faced PC here.
All right, we got a nice even match so far.
Oh
my goodness.
This could be bad news.
Oh.
This could be real bad news for Ken.
It's good that he was able to survive that at the very least. He's probably thanking his stars for that.
PC used his pillaring attack there to break down Ken's shield and put him in a bad position.
He'll come from underneath. There we go.
Yeah, unlike a lot of stages also, you can come from underneath on this one with your recovery.
All right, he's looking for the forward smash if he can get it. All right. Again, this is their second life where they're both in the high 100 range.
Ken spaces that perfectly. Can't even see PC Chris and lands the blow that he needed to kill him and take the lead. Let's look for some... PC said, no chain throw for you, Ken.
PC Chris can get a chain throw on this life and probably seal the match. Just too high a percent though. This is incredibly close. I think Ken's
gonna
thinking a
wait.
strategy.
Doesn't like this particular part of the stage, maybe.
All right, we'll see some chain grabbing here, hopefully.
Ken opted instead for some aerial combos. Another good option for him against PC on this stage. He's got to L cancel and get out of there when he comes in with these aerials because PC continues to grab him.
He was looking for a Ken combo there, decided to pull back, too risky.
PC DI'd away from the Ken combo, so Ken was forced to go another route, but still managed to get the same result and got the kill. The West Coast crowd is going nuts.
Right.
They're chanting, Cali, Cali, Cali. Ken is their hero right now. They need him to get this victory for the West Coast.
This is sort of a revenge match from back in New York where the East Coast crowd kind of tore Ken up.
PC playing really smart. Those cars are juggling PC for a lot of percentage there. This is exactly what Ken wants.
Oh, wow.
Morphing stage. Little ledge hop
That
from
could be the
PC
game.
turns it around. That's gonna do
gonna be
it.
the game.
That's gonna do it.
And we go to a ninth match, I believe.
And there was a look at the 2006 finals. Ken closing it out over PC Chris. And talk to me a little bit about those old school days of Ken versus PC Chris and the West Coast East Coast rivalry. We heard the casters kind of talking a little bit about him needing to represent for Cali.
Right. I mean, it's cool because that rivalry is so big, and it still is, between East Coast and West Coast. And the whole Ken and PC Chris rivalry was huge too. I remember at Meadowlands, PC Chris came out and he beat Ken, and Ken came back at an event like Anaheim and he just mixed up his play so much. He started using the counter ability a lot more to deflect the lasers and approach by knocking the lasers back and hitting Falco in the process and stuff. So it was just really cool to see Ken adapt so quickly, like event to event.
So after watching this video here, of course, that map, what was it, Mute City?
Yep, that's Mute City.
No longer in the pro map pool.
Nope.
They've kind of removed that from competitive play. But the map aside, were there any strengths that just really shined through when you were watching Ken? What makes him such a good player?
I mean, Ken is he can just adapt to any situation, really. I mean, doesn't matter what the map is, or it doesn't matter the matchup. He's going to figure it out. I mean, like I said earlier, he adapted to PC Chris's Falco. And with the new players having new styles and different variations, he's probably figuring it out right now. He's probably studying replays and figuring out what these guys do to see how we can combat them.
Really? So he actually will take the time and go back and watch some footage and break down another character?
Top players are always doing that. They're studying their players all the time.
So Smash community, it is kind of like Brood War. I love these guys.
Yeah.
They're still around. They take it very serious, and they play with a lot of pride on the line.
Absolutely.
Well, we do have Ken coming up after this commercial break. We're going to talk to the former champ and see if he can reclaim his glory this time around in Anaheim as we head back for another Pro Circuit event now in 2014. All right, guys, we are back. This is the eSports Report Daily Update. Chris Puckett and Jake in the venue. And we got a very special guest joining us on the call right now, all the way from California. Please welcome the new member of Liquid, Mr. Ken. Ken, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
We can hear you. You sound really good. You look good, too. What's that blue shirt you're wearing?
I'm wearing my Team Liquid jersey. Pretty much has all the sponsors on the side. It has my name in the back, as you guys can see.
All right.
I love it.
Love it, man. So, Ken, kind of talk us a little bit about your history with Smash Brothers and especially competing through MLG. We have a lot of new fans tuning into the show, a lot of Call of Duty players, a lot of people coming over from Dota and StarCraft as well. What's your background? When did you get started with Smash Brothers?
I started Smash when I was pretty much 16 years old in 2002, and I was just the reigning champion. I started off on top, and I just started playing Smash, and I was the undisputed world champion until MLG came around, and then I started winning all these MLG tournaments. And pretty much like you guys hosting Smash again has brought back nostalgic feelings, because I used to play at the top level with people who, some people like Korean DJ, PC Chris, Mewtwo King, those guys who went to MLG back in the day.
Well, I love seeing you back. Jake, I know you have quite a bit of history here with the Smash scene. What were some of your favorite tournaments that you watched Ken participate in?
Well, the first tournament I ever watched, actually, which got me into playing the game as is, was Meadowlands, where you played against PC Chris. And I think that was probably, I'm East Coast, so I'm biased, so I like to see PC Chris win back then. But, that's really what, that series was so intense and just so incredibly hype. That's what got me into the game. But I wanted to ask you, you have Korean DJ on your team now, which is obviously awesome. Is there anyone else you'd like to see on the team? Like, if you had to pick one player to be on Liquid with you, who would it be?
Probably Dr. PP, actually. PP? I actually teamed with Dr. PP a couple of months back, and I think we have great synergy. And he's very helpful, and I think he'll make a great fit to Team Liquid. If I were to ask for anybody else to be on Team Liquid, I'd probably ask maybe Dr. PP.
Yeah, well, he's a reigning Apex champion, so.
I like
exactly.
So back in the day, you played twos with Isaiah, and who are you playing with nowadays? Who's your twos partner?
I used to be with Isaiah, but now since I'm on Team Liquid and Korean DJ is also on Team Liquid, I'm going to be teaming with Korean DJ for the time being.
Cool.
It feels weird because he used to be my rival, and now we're actually partners. Yeah. We're actually teammates. So it's also good to have someone who I can get feedback from. So it's I don't know. I think it's a good fit.